Oh boy, here we go. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Dugas, coming at y'all with another episode of Dropping Dimes with Mr. Dugas. And tonight I'm going to talk about tonight's meaningless regular season finale. The Philadelphia Eagles fell to the Dallas Cowboys 51 to 26. Before I get into this video, for everyone, if you want to give me a follow on my social media platforms, I'm gonna have all that information down in the description box. May not always get a chance to respond to questions and comments on these videos, so feel free to DM me. Whenever I get a chance to, I'll get back at you. Come holler at your bar. Also, if you're, if you're a Madden 22 player on Xbox One, I'm gonna have my Xbox One gamer tag down in the description box also. Y'all may hear beeping noise throughout the video. I do apologize for that, and I'm sorry for the inconvenience. To all you Cowboy fans, I want to let y'all know something sincerely from the bottom of my heart, yo. I don't like y'all. I can't stand y'all. And I really could care less that y'all beat us 51 to 26 because congratulations on winning a relatively meaningless game. like Eagles, look, Coach Sirianni did the absolute right thing. This was something that I was hoping he would do. Look, it really doesn't matter if we the sixth seed or the seventh seed. It doesn't matter. Like we got to go on the road. We got to win three road games. If we was not saying we going to the Super Bowl, but if we hypothetically was to win a champion, go to a Super Bowl, you got to win three road games anyway. So it don't matter if you six or seven. If you the sixth seed, and the Saints get in as a seventh seed, it ain't gonna be an Eagles Saints NFC Championship game where we get a home game. That's not happening. So this really didn't mean anything. The main thing for this team was to go into the postseason fresh and healthy. Jalen Hurts been nursing an ankle injury, and we need to get him off that ankle for at least a week. The O line, been they got a physical job week in and week out. Give them a break. Now Miles Sanders is already a little banged up. Jordan Howard, we're gonna relax yourself. The players on the defense, the veterans, the Fletcher Coxes, the Rodney McLeods, the Darius Slays, Steven Nelsons, all these guys, Anthony Harris, go relax yourself, yo. Y'all don't need to be out here. Take a week off, get healthy, get fresh, get treatment. Let's roll next week with whoever we play, which it looks like is going to most likely either be the Rams or the Buccaneers. So it doesn't matter. So I'm so glad that Coach Sirianni did the right thing. Now, meanwhile, with that being said, look, for the first half and a little bit of the second half, offense did their thing, man. Considering that, now I know Dallas was missing Michael Parsons and their cornerbacks, but they did have their defensive line out there. They did have their other linebackers out there. Gardner Minshew and the offense did a great job moving the ball up and down the field, man. Devontae Smith went out there early, to get the Eagles rookie record. Honestly, I didn't even want him to do that. Like, I didn't want him to play at all. I felt the other receivers should have played, but I didn't want Smith out there at all. But he got the Eagles receiving rookie record, and he looks like he didn't get injured, so that's cool. But I wouldn't even risk it and put him out there. But Gardner Minshew looked solid that first half. The backup offensive line was dominating in the first half. Kenny Gainwell looked pretty good as a lead carrier, as a ball carrier, as well as Huntley. They both had a 1-2 punch running the football right down the throats of relatively, with the exception of three players, the Dallas Cowboys starting defense. And I'm just really excited about this team going into the playoffs with their ability to run the football. For the offensive line's ability to block, open up running lanes, the running backs gobbling up yards, and we bleeding the clock at the same time. And also keep in mind, Jalen Hurts obviously could run as well. I'm excited about that, yo. I'm very excited, and it's a good schematic thing to do going into the playoff, trying to shorten the game. And defensively, obviously, Dallas had their whole offense up there. Dak Prescott, congratulations to him. He broke, I think, Tony Romo's single season touchdown record. He threw 5 touchdowns on our backup defense last night. Um, they did what they wanted on offense. I mean, they're playing against all backups. I mean, you would expect that. But they took advantage of the situation. You can't fault them for that. They still believe like they could get the 2 seed. Now, granted, though there's no more buys except for if you're the 1 seed, getting a 2 seed is better than getting a 3 or 4, obviously, because if you get to the divisional round, you got a home game instead of a road game. So I guess they were still playing for that. Which I mean, the NFL, especially a year like this year, anything is possible. You've seen teams be double-digit favorites and lose. So for Dallas, they need Tampa Bay to lose at home to Carolina and the Rams lose at home to the 49ers. Look, the Rams losing at home to the 49ers is very possible. 49ers beat the Rams 5 times in a row. But you wouldn't think that Tom Brady would lose at home to Carolina. Though you never know. But Dallas right now are going to either if both those teams, if Carolina and I mean not Carolina, if the Rams and Tampa Bay both win, then Dallas is the 4 seed, and the Cardinals are the 5th seed. They get the Cardinals again next week. But if one of those teams slip up, Dallas is the 3 seed, and could well if they both slip up and Dallas is the 2 seed, then you seeing us in Dallas again next week, which I doubt that happened. But for their sake, I mean, hey, go out there, play. You never know. You don't want it. The worst thing you wanted is those you rest your players, assuming those teams win, and both them lose, and you the 4 seed, and you could have been the 2 seed. So I get them. I understand them playing their starters from that standpoint. Though the game still was meaningless to me, it's still a high possibility they did that for nothing. But maybe they felt like they got in a rhythm and got Dak his little record or whatever the case may be. But I will say this though, it was our backup defense out there. You still never want a team to just go up and down the field. That Jonathan Gannon's he worries me as a defensive coordinator going into the playoffs. Look, whenever we play against mediocre quarterbacks, we feast on them. Like we feast on average to below average quarterbacks. But as you've seen early in the year when we played good quarterbacks, we struggle mightily. And I mean, look, you think about the teams that we could, the two. I feel like we either gonna get the Rams. Says the Rams team, or say somehow it is Dallas. That those teams losing, Dallas do get that 2 seed. You talking about Matthew Stafford. You talking about Dak Prescott. You talking about Tom Brady. Those are good quarterbacks that's going to give their teams really good quarterback play. And we got to do a better job, man. Like Jonathan Gannon likes to play off a lot, run zone, be conservative. Like go after these quarterbacks, man. You got a Darius Slay and Steven Nelson and Avante Maddox are in the top half of man-to-man corners. Like if you got a trio of cornerbacks that play man to man, I would think they're at least in the top 16 of cornerback trios in the league when you talk about man to man coverage. You got to play more man to man, yo, and put pressure on these quarterbacks and not make it so easy for them. We're not good at zone, and it's just too much to ask for, for these guys to just watch these receivers and then go tackle them. Make them play man to man, physical coverage with these wide receivers and go get the quarterback. You talking about guys like Cooper Kupp, Odell Beckham Jr., Mike Evans. Like you have to play physical man to man coverage on them and go get the quarterback. Because these quarterbacks that we're going to see next week, or the quarterback we're going to see next week, whoever it is going to be a doggone good quarterback and is going to make the easy throws. You got to make it hard for them. Where the only way they could be successful is if their wide receivers or tight ends, running backs, whatever, win on their routes. With good quarterbacks, if it's about space, they're gonna find the space and throw it there. But make them have to wait for the receivers to win their matchups for them to be able to throw the football. If we do that, we'll be better off. Not look, they're gonna give up plays, but you're gonna make plays at the same time. I just don't want this conservative approach and letting teams go up and down the field, man. Though it was our backup defense last night, obviously that still was horrible. Got to be better than that for the playoffs. But with that being said, that's all I got for y'all tonight. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Hit the like button for your boy. Give me a subscribe. I have Philadelphia Eagles, NFL, and content of my other teams throughout the year. Y'all have a blessed one. Fly Eagles, fly.